Welcome to Suburban Death Metal Dad Bonus Tracks episode 37. And this is going to be my last video released in 2024. And I just kind of wanted to go over a few things. And first of all, thanks to everyone that's watched, commented, liked videos, and I really appreciate it. And basically, I'm at the halfway point. I've got 25 of the recommends videos released and 25 more to go to hit my goal of 50. And a lot of great bands coming up. And already announced the next one's going to be Iron Maiden. It's a huge band for me, and I can't wait to do that video and release it. And that'll be sometime early next year, hopefully within the first week or so of January, but we'll see. Another thing I wanted to mention is, like I have in the title, why death metal? And the reason I went with death metal, Suburban Death Metal Dad, is it is my favorite genre of metal. And I think it's pretty much what I have the most of in my collection. Might not be by much, but I'm pretty sure, like I don't have it broken down or anything by percentage, but I would say most of my music in my collection is death metal. And I've been a fan since around 1989 when I first heard Death, Scream Bloody Gore, the album. And if I remember correctly, though, the first song I heard was Zombie Ritual. And such a killer track, right? So that's a big reason right there. Another one, the evolution of death metal, just where it started, where it's at today, and just all the different subgenres. A lot of them I do like. Progressive death metal, technical death metal, death doom, death thrash, blackened death. I just think there's so many different possibilities, and I don't think it's done evolving. And for example, just in my opinion, like the new Blood Incantation, adding those different progressive rock elements. And I'm not saying that hasn't been done before, but for me, I think it's just such an excellent album and just another step forward for the genre. And I can't wait to see what they'll do next. But anyway, like I said, just how it's evolved and just, been sustained over the decades and still keeps growing. And, there's types of maybe subgenres I'm not into so much. The very brutal stuff I don't listen to all that much. The very brutal death metal, some of course, but all right. My number 3 reason is I am a big fan of science fiction and horror movies, and I feel like death metal definitely goes hand in hand, with the image and the lyrics a lot of the times. Not all the bands, of course, but I think more so than any other genre of music, death metal and horror and science fiction go together very well and complement each other. So that's another reason. Number 4, I would say that there's music now and throughout the decades of death metal that is just as good as music that was released in the early days and in the golden years of death metal, if you want to say, like the early 90s. I still find music released, in the last few years that's just as good as, or maybe even better than a lot of those releases from the early days. So I feel like it's, a genre that just keeps getting better. And that's another reason why, for me, death metal is the number one genre. All right, my number 5 reason is just, over the decades, there, in my opinion, yeah, there's been some lean years of death metal, but there were still great releases coming out in the mid and late 90s. So it's always been a genre and a scene that I think has, consistently put out great music, even if maybe the shows have died down or, the fans have gone away. The hardcore death metal fans, I think, were always there, even though when death metal went back underground, so to speak. And like I said, just through all the years, year after year, there's always great death metal being released. And, I'm not saying other genres don't, have a similar path, but in my opinion, death metal beats them all when it comes to that. But like I said, just my opinion. So, like I said, that's just my explanation for why I consider death metal my favorite genre of music. All right, so next up, I just want to I don't really have a best of 2024, like my top album, so to speak, but I did pick out 11 releases that are my favorites, and they're in no particular order other than maybe one. I'll leave my favorite for the last spot, but there's a lot of releases from 2024 that I haven't heard yet, and ones that I actually have, bought when they came out. And it's just a lot of times I might not be in the mood to listen to a certain band for a while. So even I get their new album, I'll kind of like hold off listening to it because I'm just, like I said, not in the mood to hear this certain band or whatever. And it might be months later before I listen to it, or even longer. So I know there's still some releases from 2024 I haven't gotten to that are probably absolutely killer, and I can't wait to listen to them. And so we'll see what happens. But for now, I'm just gonna share some clips of 11 songs from 11 of the releases from 2024 that I liked. So.
minds, empty our minds. Life was left behind.
All right, once again, and for the last time in 2024, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.